So welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K24 Next Gen. In today's video, we are back with one of my favorite challenges we do every single year, and it's the Expansion Challenge Rebuild. Now, throughout every cycle of 2K, we tend to do a few of these. Today's video is going to be no different. Well, that's a little bit of a lie. I know these are not typically the most challenging rebuilds out there, so to make it just a little bit harder today, instead of adding 2 expansion teams, we added 4. We're still going to go through the draft, all that fun stuff. We're going to look at protected players, of course, end goal, trying to win a championship, but instead of only 2 teams in the expansion draft, we now have 4, which is, going to make the team a little bit worse right off the rip. Couple housekeeping things before we do get into this rebuild. One, I'm sure many of you have been wondering where I've been. I typically upload 5 days a week, and this is the first video of this week, and it is Wednesday today. I have been sick as a dog. I do not know if you can tell by my voice or not, but if I sound like shit, my apologies. I've been trying to get over a head cold of some sort. It's very, very annoying, but that's where I've been. And then on top of that, we don't really have much left to do in 2K24, right? If I really wanted to push myself to the next level and just sound like complete crap, I probably could have made a video Monday and Tuesday, but between those 2 factors, decided who really cares at this point. So the way this is going to work, I think we're going to probably have 3 videos this week. That is going to be my goal. And then we're going to have one final rebuild next Tuesday before 2K25 does come out on Wednesday morning. So there will be videos on Wednesday for 2K25 and Thursday and Friday next week. But we probably only have about 3 or 4 videos left here in 2K24. So anything you really want to see, let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you guys for all your support and hopefully for your understanding for where I've been this week. So excited for this one today. Once again, if I sound like crap, my apologies. Let's get into it. As you can see, we are about to kick off the draft here, the expansion draft, all the protected players. We'll take a look at it. Now, I want to let you guys know, as you can see, we are using the Huskies here. It is the Vancouver Huskies, if you will. It is one of 2 Eastern Conference teams that I added. I also went ahead and added 2 West. I know a lot of the times when we do these rebuilds, we, add the Seattle Supersonics or we add the Las Vegas team and we rebuild them. Now, the Vegas team is in here today, but we are not going to be rebuilding them. We will talk a little bit more about some of these other teams in just a second. But let's go ahead, take a look at some of the player protections here. Actually, it might let me look at the expansion teams right here. Here's a look at the Utah Jazz. I mean, just trying to see if any big names kind of jump out at me, kind of right off the rip. I'm not seeing it. Ooh, PJ Washington could be a fun addition. But yeah, there's not really anything crazy that I'm seeing here. Also, if you're wondering, this is not, the 2024 rosters. That's why guys like KCP still here with Denver. So this is start of the 23-24 season. Also, this is another one. Vegas Outlaws. This is one of the Western Conference teams. We'll discuss a little bit more in just a second. But just going through some of these groups right now. Not really a lot of surprises so far, but maybe we'll still be able to get a little bit of talent. Now, you don't want to protect Wemby. I do see Bradley Beal's here. He's a guy who's probably been in the expansion rebuilds for a long time, ever since I've really been doing them. So the Thunder are going to be an interesting team just because they do have a lot of young talent. I see Rudy Gobert there as well. So not really anything too crazy right now, but there's certainly something here that we can work with. So let me just get to the other 2 expansion teams real quick here. The New Jersey Generals. Now, I don't think the basketball is going to be coming back to New Jersey between the New York teams. Obviously, you have the Philadelphia 76ers pretty close. I don't think New Jersey is going to be getting an expansion team, but they are the 2nd Eastern team that we did add today. And then here it looks at the Memphis Grizzlies, Atlanta Hawks, Miami Heat, and then I added the Hawaii Hanu. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool to see a team in Hawaii. I know, for travel reasons and logistical nightmares, and it just probably wouldn't be very smart, but it's cool here in 2K. All right, so that's where we're at. We are obviously the Vancouver Huskies. I have no idea what draft pick we have or anything. Oh, my God, we're on the clock. Okay, well, that certainly helps us out a little bit. The way it's going to work, if any of you guys play fantasy football, it's very, very similar to that. It's just a snake draft, so if I have the first overall pick in round 1, I have the last overall pick in round 2, and then first overall pick in round 3. You all aren't stupid. I hope you can probably understand. All right, let's take a look at our options here. Now, my goal when rebuilding, expansion teams is I want to stay young. I want to stay flexible. And I want to make sure that I'm able to make trades, right? I don't want to be acquiring players that are going to, be costing me an arm and a leg and then regressing. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Right off the rip, I have 2 names that are just jumping out of here at me. Tyler Hero and Jalen Duren. Now, I've had Jalen Duren in many of my rebuilds, and he has been really, really good. But Tyler Hero is just not a guy I really get a lot. And I'm really not sure why the Miami Heat decided not to protect him. So I'm going to take him. I think he is a better player right now than Jalen Duren. And maybe in 3 years, Jalen Duren's a little better. Who knows? But Tyler Hero is going to be my guy. I'm also only going to make 3 picks. You got Bradley Beal. Jalen Duren does go to the Outlaws. You got Scary Terry Gafford. All right, so we have our shooting guard at this point in time. There's certainly a couple different options we could consider here moving forward. I'm not really interested in Klay Thompson, obviously one of the best shooters in NBA history, but at 33 years old, expiring deal doesn't make a lot of sense. Tobias Harris is just awful. Lopez, Capella, okay. So I'm thinking maybe Hunter, maybe Washington, both 25 years old. It could kind of be here for the long haul. Also, a guy like Aaron Nesmith, Gary Trent Jr., but don't really need a shooting guard. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'm going to go with PJ Washington. I like PJ Washington quite a bit. And then, of course, we do have our next pick. So it might be DeAndre Hunter. Just play him at the 3. So we have our 2 through 4 basically figured out at this point. And then we're going to leave it up to the 2K gods. We are going to let them do the rest of this draft, and I'll see you guys with this team. We are now here at the start of the 23-24 season. What we are going to do is go ahead and dive in, take a look at this team, see if there's any moves we want to make before we kick off year one. Because let's be honest with each other, we're probably not going to be very good heading into this first season. So, oh boy, the point guard spot is certainly not my favorite, right? We obviously did not draft a point guard ourselves. 2K auto drafted it for me, and it landed us with Chris Dunn, Craig Porter Jr., and Ty Jerome. While it certainly could be worse, it definitely could be better. So this is obviously going to have to be a position we kind of emphasize throughout this rebuild in terms of getting better. What I'm not going to do is, again, jump the gun and try to force the issue here in year one, because there's probably not much we can do anyways to really make this a competitive product here in year one. So we'll probably ride it out, maybe try to get 1 or 2 long-term contracts in here. But yeah, right now, not great. All right, shooting guard spot. Tyler Hero, excited to see what he can do for us here today. Of course, only 23 years old. Kind of the face of the franchise right now, if we're being honest. He's probably the best player on this team, and he's certainly somebody we're going to need to perform well. I'm surprised Isaiah Joe was in here. Excited to have him here, obviously, but we're very surprised he was available. Got Talon Terry as well. Nice young piece and potentially a rotation guy for us throughout the entirety of today's video. My fucking GOAT. Sam Hauser, absolute sniper from beyond the arc. Now, that being said, I don't really want him to be a starter in today's video. We talked about maybe moving DeAndre Hunter to the 3. Probably what we're going to do. You got David Roddy here, Julian Champagnie as well. Power forward spot, only have 2 right now. Now, I don't know if that's because Hunter was listed as a power forward. 2K didn't auto-draft me another one, but I will be playing Hunter at the 3. And then the center spot. Oh, boy. I love Steven Adams, Andre Drummond, underrated rebounder. I still don't think he gets the credit for just how, remarkable he is at rebounding the basketball, but he's an option. Then we have 21-year-old Isaiah Jackson, which is actually pretty good as well. So that is the team. We're not going to be winning anything. That kind of goes without being said. We're going to move some positions around, have a trade or 2. I'll see you guys with those moves. First trade of today's video, it's going to be in a little expansion on expansion. It is Andre Drummond and Chris Dunn going to the New Jersey Generals for Jared Vanderbilt and Trendon Watford. Now, we obviously are in need of a new backup power forward. Jared Vanderbilt is on a very nice 4-year, basically $40 million contract, and he's going to be my guy. Ultimately, Drummond and Dunn were just never going to play for me. They are both expiring. I think this deal makes all the sense in the world for us. Our final trade is going to come with the Charlotte Hornets. It is going to be Trendon Watford and Julian Champagnie heading over to Charlotte for Vasilije Micic and Seth Curry. Micic is just going to come in, be another point guard option for us, and most importantly, on a multi-year contract, and so is Seth Curry. So we just acquired Watford from the New Jersey Generals, but he is expiring, was kind of our third and final guy. Wasn't going to get a lot of minutes, and Champagnie was so deep in the rotation, I don't think we actually ever would have seen him. So, Micic and Curry, welcome to the team. I think that is going to be our final trade. Of course, the one benefit of an expansion rebuild is we do have all of our draft picks. The downside, though, we don't have anybody else's draft picks. So, we are probably not going to be great here in year one, but we are certainly building something. Ready to go for our first season in Vancouver. I cannot get over how cool these uniforms and logos look. I actually wish there's a little bit more red in the uniforms like you kind of see with the logos, but obviously very appreciative of everybody who spends their hard-earned time actually, making these uniforms and logos and all that fun stuff. So here's how it's going to look. Not a lot of surprises. I am going to start Craig Porter Jr. over the 2 other options, that being Ty Jerome. Vasilije Micic, really just because of the age, right? 23 years old. I had a 74 overall. A little bit of room for growth there, but in what we're going to basically consider a throwaway season, it's not like we really need to go, balls to the wall, if you will. Hero here at the 2. You got DeAndre Hunter at the 3, PJ Washington at the 4, and then Steven Adams as our starting center. The bench unit's actually not terrible. It's Isaiah Joe going to take over as our 6th man. Got Vanderbilt behind him. Isaiah Jackson now our backup center. Vasilije Micic our backup point guard, and then my GOAT, Sam Hauser, rounding out this 10-man rotation. All under, I don't even know, Millen Mack. C overall offense, C overall defense. Let's do this thing, man. I'll see you guys at the end of year one. First season for us here in Vancouver comes to an end, and as you may have expected, it was not great. We go 31-51. Honestly, 31 wins is, I'm not going to ever consider anything like that a success, but the fact that we are an expansion team, don't really have like any sort of star player on this team, It's not terrible, right? 31 wins. We'll take a look at the other expansion teams as well. SGA is your MVP. He came in, number 2 in the voting this year in real life, and he wins it here in 2K. Wemby is your Depoy, your Rookie of the Year. He probably won Depoy too. 6th Man of the Year goes to Amen Thompson. Speak of the devil, wins Depoy. Tyler Hero does win Most Improved for us, so I will 1,000% take that. I'm not really sure how this is a Most Improved Player season. I mean, the shooting splits, I guess, are better, but... So this is always confusing to me. How does the field goal and three-point jump up this much, and then the free throw kind of falls off a cliff? Interesting. And 85% from the line is not terrible, but when you're at 93, 94 before, it's interesting. Who cares? Bradley Beal in Hawaii is your clutch player of the year. Mark Daignault, 16-22 there in Oklahoma City. So, oh my God, Vegas and Hawaii both made the playoffs. That is a bit of a surprise. Let's take a look at the full standings right now, and so did New Jersey. Oh my God, are we the odd man out? Oh, that is dreadful to hear. Now, we did finish as the 12 seed here. We are, 17 teams in each conference now. We are certainly going to be in, battling for hopefully what is going to be a decent draft pick. All right, let's take a look over here at the West. The Hawaii Hanu finished 3rd. Brogdon, Beal, Barnes, Santil. This is a 3rd place team in the West. And then, excuse me, not the Clippers. The Las Vegas Outlaws, Scary Terry Burks, Gordon Hayward, Tobias Harris. Okay, I guess we just underperformed because all 3 other expansion teams who didn't have the first overall pick in the expansion draft are in the playoffs. And they both, oh my God. What? This was the Western Conference Finals. Oh my God. This is insane. What? They still give Tatum final. Are you kidding me? That is so fucking awesome. That is so funny. Okay, the 3 seed, Hawaii Hanu. Oh my God. That's awesome. Obviously, our goal is to win one with ourselves, but it is pretty cool to see an expansion team get one nonetheless. We'll override LeBron's retirement. Want to give him one more year. Same thing with Popovich, 2 legends of the game. Russell Westbrook calls it a career. He enters the Hall of Fame and gets his jersey retired. All right, draft lottery. This is our biggest moment so far. We are currently projected the 9th overall selection. See, the lottery's expanded to 18 teams now, and we end up with the 9th overall pick. So, could be worse, could be better, but I'll live with it. And yeah, Mill and Mack just probably not going to cut it for me. Yeah, these offensive and defensive ratings aren't great. The potential's only 1.5 stars, so we're going to move on. This would actually be a great style for video. I don't know if he'll accept, so I'll also throw some money at Mr. Underwood here. We've had a lot of success with him. And then I'm just looking to see. Steve Clifford's here. I think he's a decent head coach. Kevin Ollie. Is this Monty Williams? It is Monty Williams. Let's just see. Do we get either of these guys? We do. We get Stauffer. That's fine. We could use them, right? Another expansion team just won a championship, and they were led by, what, Tobias Harris? Oh, God bless. Okay. All right, 9th overall pick is cool. There are a couple different things we can do. Obviously, this is the 2024 draft that is coming up. This is not the 2025 draft, so I'm probably just going to stick at number 9. If there was somebody that I was, super excited about here, possibly getting, maybe I would jump up to, top 3, but... I'm not, to be completely honest with you. So I'll probably sit here at number 9, and then, yeah, we'll just go from there. So let's draft somebody here at number 9. I'm assuming we're not going to get any of the top guys. Looking here, Tijan Salah. Donovan Clingan is sitting here. So is Zach Edey. Ooh. All right, so there's certainly some names here. Bazelis is here as well. Jared McCain, Dalton Connect. Okay. I'm thinking Clingan might be my guy. Right, I think this probably makes the most sense. Ended up in Portland in real life. Steven Adams could end up being a little bit older. We may need a new center, and that's not saying Zach Edey is not going to be incredible, because I think he will be, and I think he's actually favored to win Rookie of the Year right now. But I'm going with Clingan. I like him just a little bit more, and then we will also just see who's sitting here. Kyle Filipowski's also sitting here. Potential. Sure, why not? I saw Tyler Koloko sitting there as well, but we'll go with another big man. All right, 75 and 70 overall, respectively. Joe, Hauser, Roddy, and Terry all going to be brought back. And I think this is the time, because free agency is not going to be great, right? I mean, LeBron James is sitting here after we override his retirement. Paul George, Pascal Siakam. But I think if we want to make any sort of serious noise, it's going to have to be with a trade. Do we even have any money right now? We really don't. So let's get into some trades. Oh, my God. We just landed ourselves a new point guard, and that was from the Sacramento Kings. One De'Aaron Fox. Was very surprised that trade went through. It was Adams, Filipowski, Vasily Micic. I think Vanderbilt was in there as well. But the moral of the story is we didn't give up a single draft pick, and we got a really good guard here in De'Aaron Fox. So that was always going to be kind of a long-term thing, getting somebody at the point guard position that we can trust. Him and Tyler Hero will now be our new backcourt, and we technically could have our starting five figured out, but I do want to make maybe one more upgrade. We're talking to the Brooklyn Nets right now, and we're trying to find a way to land Mikal Bridges. Well, I don't think Mikal Bridges is the be-all, end-all. Wow, that was actually, again, way easier than I thought it was going to be. He is certainly an upgrade at our small forward spot. I think it's a good move. I do. I think it is a good move. DeAndre Hunter, Ty Jerome, and Seth Curry straight up for Mikal Bridges. It's pretty much always going to be cool with me. So I'm excited about that. We now need to find ourselves a new backup power forward. I actually might give Donovan Clingan the starting center spot and have Jackson remain off the bench heading into year 2. It's certainly a little bit risky, but I think it is probably the best course of action right now. So Dalen Terry is still sitting here. Does he have another year after this? He does. So I can actually still hang on to him, maybe have him be a trade piece or even in the rotation next season. But right now we need to find a new backup power forward. We have a little bit of money here. Bridges, Obi Toppin actually wouldn't be the worst option in the world. See, the thing is, I don't really want to spend all this money, but it's fine. It is what it is. All right, we are now all set. I will see you guys at the start of year 2. Last season, we obviously saw something crazy happen. We saw one of our fellow expansion teams, the Hawaii Hanu, defeat the Celtics in 7 games and win a championship in year 1. Absolutely crazy. Nobody thought that was even a remote possibility. It happened. This offseason, we kind of tailored our moves around the fact that maybe we're a little bit closer than we potentially thought we were. Now, obviously, we were the one expansion team that did not make the playoffs. We had to swing for the fences a little bit, and we did that by landing ourselves De'Aaron Fox and Mikal Bridges. I think this team is going to be a playoff team. I do not necessarily think we're super far away. I don't know if we're up there with the top contenders, but we are certainly in a position to be competitive at a minimum. It is De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero, Mikal Bridges, PJ Washington, and Donovan Clingan. Bench unit will still be led by Isaiah Joe. We obviously signed Obi Toppin, got Isaiah Jackson, Craig Porter Jr., and then Sam Hauser. So that is all, by the way, under new head coach Mike Stauffer. So we're in a good spot, right? We are certainly in a better position than we were last year, and I am really hoping we can be a playoff team. We were certainly better here in year 2. Maybe not to what I was hoping, but 45 wins I can live with. Luka Doncic, first career MVP. Carlton Carrington, your rookie of the year. Jarris Walker, sixth man. Wemby is your depoy, also wins most improved. Jalen Brunson, clutch player of the year. And Mark Daignault, head coach of the 61-win Oklahoma City Thunder, is your coach of the year. All right, let's dive into it a little bit. Standing time. We are in the play-in. We are a 7 seed. We'll be taking on Miami. Winner of that will be the 2 seed. And if we lose, we will be facing the winner of this for the 8 seed. Okay. New Jersey does not make the playoffs this year. Our other friend here in the East. Hawaii makes it. Vegas makes it once again. And who really knows, man? Anything can happen. Let's go over the stats a little bit. How did everybody kind of play for us? Did I even look at the stats in year 1? I don't think I did. All right, De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero, Bridges, Washington, Clingan, Joe. I definitely didn't look at the stats last year. I'm off my game right now, man. Donovan Clingan, 10.3 points, 10.3 rebounds. Nice. And then De'Aaron Fox leads us in assists. So we are fighting over here in the play-in. If we end up beating the Miami Heat, we will go ahead and be the 2 seed. They added Miles Bridges, Tim Hardaway Jr. I still can't. Why would they let Tyler Hero go? I mean, it's just weird. We end up winning. So we are the 2 seed, taking on the New York Knicks here in round 1. Obviously, we just saw Jalen Brunson win clutch player of the year. DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, who they somehow, re-signed him, and in real life added Bridges as well. But good for New York, man. I'm happy that they're, committed to actually winning. All right, let's go ahead and see what ends up happening here. Steal game 1 on the road and game 2. Okay, we lose game 3 at home and game 4. Not exactly what I had in mind. Oh, my God. Game 7, do or die. We do. Oh, wow. In the 6-seeded Hornets upset the 3-seeded Cavaliers. LaMelo, Martin, Miller, Vando, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, Ben Simmons, Jalen Noel. I think we can beat this team. I do. I stand by that. I think we are a better team. We're 2-2 right now. Go down 3-2. Force game 7. Lose game 7. Fuck. All right. You know what? That is a step in the right direction. And it is a step in the right direction that I can live with. Nikola Jokic gets his 2nd championship, 2nd finals MVP. LeBron officially calls it a career. Obviously cannot override that twice. Same with Popovich. And yeah, man, it's just, we're close. We're certainly close. Let's take a look at the draft lottery. I don't think we've traded for a single other team's pick throughout this video. And the Rockets are projected the top 2 selections. That's great. And yeah, good. Give the 61-win Thunder the number 1 overall pick. Obviously, cannot get a better head coach than Mike Stauffer. We will head up to the draft. And yeah, we have the 23rd overall pick. I have a couple different ideas. Unfortunately, those ideas were laid to rest pretty easily, considering everybody on our team is either a free agent or as a team option, and of course I cannot trade them until I pick up said option. So we are just going to draft, well, I guess Noah here is the only one with a C+, so sure, welcome to Vancouver. I have no idea if he's going to play or not. All right, he is a 75 overall. It's actually pretty decent. Porter Jr., Dale, and Terry both going to be brought back. And the thing that we have to consider now is that we certainly don't have any money, even though this is a loaded free agency class. Like, right? Yeah, no, we don't have any money. We basically have to just re-sign our guys and then maybe find a way to kind of trade couple of them, all of them, none of them. I have no idea, really. So let's go ahead, bring our three guys back. Jay Sean Tate, Nico Batum, didn't even know you guys were here. You guys can take your talents elsewhere. And now it is time to hopefully find some sort of trade. I think Julius Randle would be a nice upgrade at our power forward spot. Ultimately, I am really happy with the job that Obi Toppin and PJ Washington have done, but if we want to actually be competitive and, a serious contender, we have to make upgrades. So Julius Randle would certainly qualify as one of those upgrades. In terms of what else I can maybe include in this deal, I guess Noah could be in here, but I think I'd rather save him for other possibilities. So maybe we just look at some draft picks potentially going out right now. I mean, we obviously have a few right now. Can't really take them with me. And the fact that I am giving a lot up here to land Julius Randle isn't my favorite thing in the world, but he is certainly an upgrade. So excited to have Randle here. I think there's maybe one more upgrade, and if not, I'll just see you guys at the start of year 3. Okay, that final upgrade comes in the hands of the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it lands us one Jared Allen. Ultimately, I was pretty happy with the job that Donovan Clingan did in his rookie season, but if we can make just a little bit of a slight upgrade in a championship or bust season, I will certainly take it. So Jared Allen, who is under contract for 1 year, $20 million. Isaiah Jackson, Noah Echinike, first-round pick, and then I think 2 second-round picks were sent to Cleveland for Allen and then Clingan. So, I mean, on paper, this team is certainly looking even better. I mean, we are clearly very, very talented, and I fully expect to be in the mix next season for hopefully a championship. We've reached the point of the rebuild where it is officially do or die. This offseason, we obviously made 2 new upgrades, adding an entirely new front court here with Julius Randle and Jared Allen. Now, on paper, there's no reason this team shouldn't be competitive, but we have certainly seen a lot of crazy things. So I will be attempting to keep a close eye on this team throughout the season. It is De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero, Mikal Bridges, Julius Randle, and Jared Allen. The bench unit will now be led by PJ Washington. Still got Donovan Clingan, Isaiah Joe, Craig Porter Jr., and Sam Hauser. So it is certainly not a question of talents, maybe a little bit of fit, but I really do think this team is a cohesive unit and hopefully is going to be a championship unit very shortly. I'll see you guys at the end of the final regular season. It seems like our upgrades have worked. We go 67-15 here in year 3, by far our best record yet. Hopefully this is time for a championship. SGA, his second MVP of this video. VJ Edgecombe, your rookie of the year. He is a New Jersey General. Those uniforms are also pretty cool. I don't know why the camo kind of reminds me of the Toronto. Remember when the Toronto Raptors did like that green camo? Those didn't look cool, but the black and white kind of looks cool. Josh Giddey is now a Piston. He's your 6th man of the year. Wemby wins another depoy. Our old friend Isaiah Jackson actually played really well in Cleveland. He wins most improved. Nikola Jokic, clutch player of the year. And Stafford does win coach of the year for us. So it is potentially time. We are the 1 seed here in the East. It was the best record in basketball. The New Jersey Generals are back in the playoffs. Here we got the Las Vegas Outlaws. And it looks like the year 1 champion Hawaii Hanu are now down to a 14 seed. Yeah, this is just tough. All right, that actually, I'm not even going to lie, that could be better than the team they won a championship with year 1. Here are the numbers. Let's get into it. De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero, Randle, Bridges, Allen, Washington. I mean, feel free to pause. Rebounds per game, we were led by Allen, and assist was Mr. Fox. So, we are facing a play-in team. That is a nice change of pace. That play-in team is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers. It looks like they have lost Donovan Mitchell. We obviously traded for Jared Allen, but they still have Mobley, still have Garland, and yeah, they're okay. So, I think we're better. I'm not going to lie to you, but they still make me nervous because I know 2K likes the Cavs. Up 3-0, we end up sweeping them. We're now moving on to the New Jersey Generals. Battle of the expansion. They signed fucking Tatum. Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. And they have the rookie of the year here in Edgecombe, D'Angelo Russell. And, yeah, well, here goes nothing. Lose game 1. Win game 2. Win game 3. Thank you very much. Up 3-1, and we close them out in 5. Thank God. Now the Charlotte Hornets. This is the team that beat us last year. They didn't have Cam Thomas last year. I don't think so. They're good. I think we're better. Now, they might have the highest overall player and well, the ball in the series. I think we're way better, well-rounded. It is us and, yeah, the one team I really did not want to see here in the Oklahoma City Thunder. All right, well, I am nervous. Obviously, their big 3 of SGA, Williams, and Holmgren is certainly not something to take lightly. Quick 2-0 lead for us. They do win game 3. We win game 4. We close them out. We get it done. We get it done, and De'Aaron Fox is your finals MVP. Holy shit, man. I was like, this has to happen, and I was going to be pretty pissed if it didn't. But nope, we get it done. All right, that was fun. I think this is the second expansion rebuild we've done so far in 2K24, and obviously it's getting to be the last, but not really much else to say. Once again, I apologize about no videos Monday or Tuesday. I still don't really feel great, but I did not want to leave you guys 3 days in a row without any content. So I will do my best to make videos for Thursday and Friday, and obviously, hopefully, but at least hopefully by next week, we are feeling 100% better. But yes, it is going to be Tuesday will be the final rebuild of 2K24, so there will be no video Monday. I've already planned that in advance. It's been planned for weeks. And then Wednesday, 8 a.m. Eastern time, that's the time zone I'm in, that's when 2K25 comes out if you pre-ordered it. So I will have access to it. I will make that video as soon as 8 a.m. rolls around. We will go ahead, edit, upload. You guys should probably have the video by like noonish on that day. So very much looking forward to 2K25, and hopefully you guys are as well. Let me know anything else you guys want to see before 2K24 ends down below in the comment section. As always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.